ourselves. Would you like to start? I don't know how to do this.
I would probably start off like we should probably say, I don't know.
It's so difficult.
Hey, everybody watching. This is episode 1 of the Working Man's Podcast. My name is Mike.
This is Fred.
And basically we're creating this podcast to just basically give the blue-collar workers perspective on day-to-day things, home improvement things, hobby things, current events, just pretty much two dudes just chatting in the basement.
Yeah, living in the Northeast, we don't have to deal with a lot of the city stuff, so a lot of podcasters and everybody I know I see on YouTube and everything, all the influencers all live in like LA. So maybe just a little different perspective for everyone out there that's interested in anything that we want to talk about.
Yeah, so today we kind of had an idea to put together a podcast and bought a microphone, and this is where we're at this point. We contemplated what we were going to speak about for about the last 2 hours. And then realized that half of that footage could have been used for our podcast. So we decided to just jump into it. Set the camera up on one of my fermentation conical, actually. So
yeah, using the front camera on my iPhone just to get the first video down. So yeah. Hopefully this ends up on YouTube and it looks pretty good. So
yeah, next one's definitely going to be more planned out. Definitely going to have some good lighting.
Yeah, it's late on a Sunday night. We both got to work in the morning, but we said we're just going to do it anyway. So
figured we'll send it.
So recently, I know that you found out about bolo ties. I know you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, so we'll jump right into it. One of the things that came up was bolo ties. So yesterday was my good buddy Brad's wedding. Brad and I have been friends since, let's say, 2014, 2015. We're both in the same unit in the military, right behind me. We just got back home from a deployment overseas a couple months ago, but he's kind of a Western style guy. So he's got horses. He's lived on a dairy farm his whole life. So when he invited me to his wedding, I thought, well, it's on a farm, middle of nowhere where we live, in a cornfield. So should I wear a nice suit? No, probably not. So I went and got me some nice Wrangler shirt and some jeans. And figured I'd get a bolo tie. And if you don't know what a bolo tie is, it's one of the ties where it's like a medallion here at the collar, and then there's two little strings that go down, like you'd see somebody from the West wearing. And believe it or not, basically impossible to find around here. Living in the Northeast, it's not really that hot topic of an item, I guess, in your local retail stores. I searched for probably an hour yesterday. Went to Tractor Supply, looked there, they didn't have anything. Looked at a local hidden treasures store, looked at a local antique store. They had no idea what I was even talking about. So, luckily, there's a Western store that sells feed and Western clothing and stuff like that. Pretty close to the way on Brad's wedding, to Brad's wedding. So I stopped there, and they had this beautiful one made by Montana Silversmiths. And it had a little eagle engraved in it and everything, so it was perfect for me. Pretty cheap, pretty decent price, $75, silver plated, everything. And completely made the look. So if you're ever looking for something to change up your look, and definitely rock that fucking manly
absolute stud.
You gotta have a stash though. I mean, that's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't think I could pull it off with the beard. It wouldn't work so good. But the stash definitely completes it. Looked like I always say it every time you dress up. You got the stash. Looked like I never remember his name. What's his name from that cop show? You know what I mean?
From Reno 911?
No.
You're talking about Super Troopers.
No. Well,
Ramathorn?
Yes. No, not him though. The guy, the older guy.
It's
from like the realistic cop shows.
I have no idea.
Oh, I can never remember his name.
Usually it's the people compare me to the fucking guy from Atlantis. Like the guy, boom. Big boom. The guy with the fucking explosives with the big mustache.
Sticks of dynamite. Big ones.
Boom.
Big boom.
Yeah. That's usually what we get. But
and also, I know you recently bought a house. And
Yeah.
you found out that it's not as straightforward as even I would have thought, or you would have thought, or anybody would have thought that has never bought a house before.
Yeah, and you've kind of learned a lot of
Yeah,
that too. in your
I've picked up a lot of
situation
it,
lately.
but
Yeah, so this is actually the house that we purchased. We've lived here for about 2 weeks now and moved out of a third story apartment building, and it's just completely different atmosphere.
which
And
for around here, a third-story apartment building is like
pretty much
a high-rise.
Pretty
It's like
much
a
unheard of.
high-rise apartment.
I mean, the highest building in this entire county is a grain elevator, so that tells you anything.
Literally.
But yeah, it was. We came home from deployment, and even before deployments ended, before we came home, went and got pre-approval and everything for a mortgage. So we were already one step ahead of the game. We started looking as soon as I came home, and found a couple places, put offers in, but just the housing market was so crazy that when we would put offers in $10,000, $15,000 over asking price, and we would still get bought out by somebody with a cash offer. So, luckily for our benefit, those two houses fell through, and we ended up finding this place. We went to look at it the first day that it came on the market, and got an accepted offer the next day, and went through the whole process. Our estimated closing date was like January 31st. We ended up closing, or no, sorry, July 31st. We ended up closing mid-September, so it wasn't too bad. Only month and a half difference. So,
Yeah.
anything that could pretty much come up came up. Survey maps were wrong, and GFCI outlets weren't in the house. And
This is the mobile home one, right?
oh yeah, our house was listed as a mobile home in most of the documents, and even in the county documents, it was listed as a manufactured home, but our house is actually a modular house. It's not a big steel beam in here. It's actually a wood beam. They didn't transport it in on some sort of low boy to
Yeah.
set down on concrete blocks. This is actually like foundation. So we had to look up the whole definition and everything, the real property laws and all that.
Yeah.
And ended up telling the attorney, like, look, this is not a manufactured home. This is in fact a modular home. So that was a big process trying to change the listing with the county and everything. That took a couple weeks, but finally we got it. And like I said, we ended up closing mid-September, and it's been great ever since.
Yeah.
And I know you've been looking around too,
Yeah.
just because your situation.
Yeah, I got a whole slew. Is probably for a different episode, but yeah, it's a big nasty family mess. So I've been looking for a house in the same area as well, and old Mick here picked up the the only one on the market for a reasonable price. So I'm gonna have to be waiting around for a while until it pops up. But yeah, I'll get around to it, and then we'll probably have an update then when I figure out my way of getting into it and doing all that fun stuff.
But you've looked at a couple, right?
Yeah, I've looked at a couple. There's a few that I was thinking about, but they're all too close to town.
Yeah.
Like,
What was the issue you had with the whole loans or whatever?
yeah, so I guess because I've so far I've only been pre-approved for an FHA or USDA, and there was one house that I saw that was perfect. It was outside of town. It had a big garage, and it was small enough that it was maintainable, at a decent yard, but nothing crazy. And it was right at the top of my budget, so I was like, "Oh, perfect! This is perfect." And then I messaged my realtor, and it doesn't qualify for the loans that I got anyway thus far, because there's either something wrong with it or for some other unknown government reason. But unfortunately, that was a slight setback. But it is also only 2 weeks into the game of looking for a house anyway. So I mean, I'm not going to be too upset about it. But I'm sure stuff will pop up eventually, and I'll get around to it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's the hard thing with those type of zero down loans. Like we took a VA loan, and if you have peeling paint, if you're missing a railing on something like that, that'll completely stop you from getting a loan. And either you or the seller will have to fix that issue before they close on the house. And that's the same thing with FHA or whatever.
Yeah, and then
Is
did you
if
have
something
a
is-
radon problem too?
Yeah,
Same thing kind of happened.
Yeah, we had a high radon level here, which we have yet to fix. But I'm going to attribute it to the wet year and to the the old steel frame windows in the house, and we're gonna change those out to some good, nice insulated windows that you can actually like not see through outside. You know, like between the foundation and the actual window itself. So we're gonna try that and scrape up the old paint here and do some radon seal on the floor, and then take another reading and see if that has come down at all. And if it hasn't, then we're gonna end up spending the money to put in an actual mitigation system. But yeah, it's been a process.
But hopefully it is just because of the wet year. It has literally rained every single day for the entire summer.
Yeah,
The summer consisted of rain and then work.
yeah, basically. I know. We came home in May, and yeah, it's basically felt like that was yesterday. No summer, and now it's
Fall.
fucking 50 degrees, 45 degrees out right now here. So
Yeah, freezing
yeah,
here soon. Not looking forward to it. Can't
Yeah.
stand the winter. The only reason I won't move south is because everything I know is up here. So
yeah. I mean, I'm not a big hot weather guy, anyways. I'd much rather live up here in the cold.
it's so funny because I'm like the exact opposite. I hate cold weather.
Yeah.
Love the warm weather.
I don't know.
90 degrees, perfect.
I like the leaves, and
Well, I like fall. I just don't like
Yeah.
that winter comes after
Yeah.
fall. It's the only reason I get mad. People are like, it's spooky season. No, it's not yet. You still got another month.
put your fucking pumpkin spice away.
Relax. Ain't that early.
The only
God,
fucking good thing about it's apple cider.
that's true. Yeah, apples.
And probably donuts.
Yeah, apple cider donuts and leaf peeping,
Yeah.
and then not cleaning off your.
Yeah,
table,
not
though.
blowing the fucking leaves, you know.
That's no good.
No.
The old DeWalt. Maybe we'll do a review on the DeWalt
Yeah.
blower at
Yeah.
one point. We could do
Yeah,
like
we'll even
tool
bust it. We can
shows.
get a little footage out there. Get you a little action shots
Yeah.
of the DeWalt blower.
Yeah, hopefully next time I'll have actually my camera here so we can get a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I'll bring like a studio light. We were literally just like, let's do it. Let's break the ice. Let's
Yeah.
do this podcast and just
Yeah.
start it anyway. See how it goes. I wonder how long we're going anyway.
I don't know.
Oh, we're only 12 minutes in.
12 minutes, that's not so bad. But yeah, that's another thing that we ran into is like just the hidden costs, you know, with buying a house, the hidden costs where you realize that you have nothing, you know, like we need a rake to rake leaves. Oh, we need a shovel. We need
Yep.
a leaf blower. We need a push mower. We need just literally fucking everything.
Yep.
We need a vacuum cleaner and a mop for the hardwood floors and
Yeah, coming from an apartment where like
Yeah.
it was just like you needed a vacuum.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. And then you
Mhm.
took your garbage out, and then like you go to like move to like a property.
Yeah.
Now you have lawns to mow,
Yeah.
weeds to pull, all this stuff, and then you're like, I got like a trowel, I got a safety blade.
Uh-huh.
So you need to like stock up on everything else, and like you said, that's a hidden cost of anyone who's going from not owning a house or maintaining a property to maintaining
Definitely.
a property. Huge difference.
Yep.
Especially when you don't accumulate it over the years,
Mhm.
like I have in my living situation. It's not as big of a transition because I'm used to taking care of a big
Right,
yard,
right.
so I'll just be able to take my tools with me. But then you're like, don't have a rake.
Yep.
I don't even have a rake. I don't even have a broom. You didn't even have a broom. Couldn't even sweep the garage
couldn't
in
even
the
sweep
first
the basement
weekend.
either. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't even-
buy a broom.
Yeah, I don't even sweep the garage anymore. Just fucking blow that shit right
take,
out the fucking
take
door.
the old DeWalt.
yeah,
I'll bring the old backpack
Yeah.
blower over for heavy lifting.
yeah, the old brushless 20-volt DeWalt. It can't beat it.
Nope, thing's awesome.
Yep.
I know it's funny because I'm going to buy a smaller one, even though I have a big
Mhm.
one. It's like I'm going to start going the opposite direction.
Yeah, we've taken about 800 fucking Home Depot trips in the last 3 weeks. And
Yep.
each time was $200. Swipe.
I just have this like tape your card to your hand. Oh, shit.
Thank God for Home Depot's military discount.
I know, right? No, I don't get that discount.
Yeah.
I have the credit card. Don't use it.
Well, we've also been putting good use of the Traeger too, though.
Oh yeah.
Garage, we're gonna have to film an episode out in the garage while the Traeger's rolling coal.
That's a genius idea.
Yep.
Next episode,
Yep.
hands down. We're gonna be smoking some boigas or something,
Yep.
and we're gonna have the Traeger rolling, and we'll have maybe we'll just take this table out there.
Yeah, we
This could
could.
be the new table.
Yeah.
This could literally just be designated as the podcast video table.
Could, yeah. Open up the Bilko doors and bring it out.
Yeah. Take 2 seconds.
Yep. We got the little surface.
Yep. Thing's tanking.
Yep.
I know. We'll soon have the old Sony cam, hopefully.
Yeah.
And,
First thing we smoked was we didn't even really smoke the first thing. It was just we were too hungry and the thing was just already preheated to 450 after the burn-in cycle and just slapped a couple burgers on there and cooked them up quick. But they were good. And then we did, what was 14-pound? 14-pound brisket?
14-pound brisket.
Yep.
First attempt.
First attempt.
Actually came out great.
Made our own coffee rub
Yep.
because we couldn't fucking find anything anywhere.
Yeah, even close.
Yep. Made our own coffee rub. And tried our hand at injecting the meat, which did not go so well, did it?
No. So we bought this cheap injector at the old Home Depot. The only time it's let us down in this whole time, but
Yeah.
so we were like, that'll work, it's fine. So we made
a
our
Weber.
Yeah, it's a Weber, it'll work fine. So we made the old concoction, put it, and we poured it in because there was like no way to like really
Yeah, it was like
suck it up.
like a little bit of barbecue sauce and then apple cider vinegar and apple juice.
Yep.
We just shook it up.
Just shook it up in there, and then like stuck it in the meat. Instantly clogged the needle. Tiny little needle. It's like I was trying to give it an
Like
IV.
an IV needle.
Yeah. So we took it out, kind of unclogged it, but ended up getting a few injections in there. And then one time it just plugged, and I was pushing on it to get it to like unclog itself, and the needle flew off the end, and it just sprayed the
Sprayed
juice.
everywhere.
Well, right in my
Look at
eyes.
his eye.
My eyes! I was like dying.
And you're like, fuck this thing.
I'm
Your
done with
fucking
it.
turn now.
Your turn. And then I think you got about 1 or 2 injections in, and you slapped it, and it just broke the whole
Fucking
thing.
snapped the fucking plunger right off.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
That's enough of that.
You gotta go for one of the old timey, like solid steel
Yeah, you need a-
construction where
You
it's
need
like,
the Traeger model.
oh,
Ace Hardware.
you want to get injected,
Yep.
do you?
It's got all the holes on the outside. And it's got the triple finger fucking thing.
The old alien finger.
Yeah. Yeah, but either way, I mean, the thing, we smoked it for 18 hours, and we had a little bit of a stall. It was like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up 800 times just to check the temperature.
Hey, did you know that Traegers have an app? I gotta check it every 15 minutes.
I got the most expensive grill on the block. But,
Sleep like a baby.
yeah, pellets. Yeah, don't even get me started on pellets.
Don't even get me. Got all the pellets.
But no, seriously, the thing came out phenomenal. And even the next day, we cooked a little bit of it up and made sandwiches. Oh, kicked down.
There goes the audio shot. We also have the dehumidifier.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
So you might hear a little hum. That's our dehumidifier down here clearing it up for us.
Yeah, so we're not swimming down here.
But yeah, the brisket came out rocking, and we actually smoked some burgers a couple of days later, and they came out phenomenal. And then a couple of days ago, we made some nice chicken, and then picked it up with the tongs, fell right apart. So
Smoked the hell out of the bacon.
yep,
The bacon turned
yeah,
to
we smoked it.
like shoe leather. Yeah, we didn't think it was gonna cook that fast because
Yeah.
the burgers we cooked at high temp took forever. So we were like, well, chicken, yeah, it'd take like 20 minutes or so. Slap it on there. I think we like
We were
carried.
hanging the TV.
Yeah, we hung a TV up in the living room, which takes a whole 5 fucking minutes, and
Yeah.
then we go back outside. And we like open the grill, and the chicken's like done.
Yeah.
He picks it up, and it literally just broke in half. It was so tender.
Mhm.
And we look at the bacon, and it was like just shriveled up. And we're like,
It was like fucking jerky. Like it dehydrated it on the fucking grill.
yeah, you know what? It still tasted all right.
Yeah,
Tasted like hickory, the little hickory
Gave
smoke
it a-
from the pellets.
Gave the Cattleman's Gold chicken wraps a nice little crunch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do like food podcasts.
Yeah,
too.
we'll
It's
definitely.
good. This is a good time to say this podcast is going to be about nothing specific. It's going to be pretty much about like whatever we come up with talking about. It's more about us as people more
Yeah.
than like a specific like content. We're not in a direct direction on how we're going to do these videos.
Right.
And at first, we don't know how often they're going to come out. It could be once a week. It could be once every 2 weeks. Once a month. Just whenever we have time to do it. But yeah, I mean, especially if it works out really well, we'll just keep doing them. Whatever.
Yeah, if people like it and they enjoy it as much as we do, then
Yeah.
we'll just keep pumping them out. I mean, we hang out all the time. The amount of fucking bullshit and funny shit we talk about, we can make 1,000 podcasts in one 8-hour hangout session.
Yeah, seriously. Like just today, we could have done like 10 of them.
Yep.
Just so many random
Just
conversations.
picking this little fucking microphone up. I mean,
Yeah, just buying
Yeah.
this, with just going to
Yeah.
Best Buy, was it like an ordeal? So we're like researched every single one in there. We're like,
yeah.
what's the difference between this one and this one? Hold on, let me look it up. Just every single one, we're like, yeah, this will work.
We
This
got
will
this
do the
fucking
job.
shitty tripod that's gonna work for a GoPro and not an actual camera.
Yeah, it holds about 0.2 pounds of weight without
Yeah.
caving in on itself. It
Yeah,
can't even hold itself up.
Then we had to go to KFC and get my wife some fuel.
Yeah, even though there was like 10,000 things here to eat. Well, I don't want any of the things in the fridge. I just want some mashed potatoes.
I want a KFC famous bowl, no corn.
No corn.
All right, bud.
And then a side of potatoes and mash.
She's gonna hear me and come storming down these stairs in about 5 seconds. You motherfucker! I heard that.
Accuser of the fucking brethren. What the new reactions to videos?
Yeah,
too.
we're definitely gonna have to play that Walmart video. That we'll occasionally-
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, this podcast has turned into a brainstorming session, which is all right. It's just more of an introduction to our personalities.
But yeah, we're also planning on doing some interviews. We'll get some of our good buddies in here. Maybe see if we can get some buddies that I deployed with. Get some old high school buddies like our buddy Harrison. See if we can wrangle Kyle up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So, Kyle, how many 30 racks did you drink this week? I don't remember.
Yeah, if you're watching, I mean, shoot us a text. We want to have you on here, bud.
Absolutely.
We miss you, and we haven't seen you guys in a long time. You guys haven't been out of the house yet, so.
Yeah. And hopefully, because I'm a freak when it comes to production quality, so I'm gonna make sure the show turns into something Hollywood ready.
Yeah.
I have spent thousands on camera gear, and it still looks terrible.
We'll get it fucking set up.
Oh,
We're gonna get a nice little intro, write your
Yep.
own intro guitar riff going in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking about maybe this table. We could even especially we could make a hole in it and wire the mic so it comes up, so all the wires are hidden.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how much do you care about this table?
It's like the downstairs basement chill table, so not much.
Okay, hole saw. We got the.
Yeah, we got the Milwaukee Bulldozer. Yep.
Just make a couple holes, run the wires through, and have all the wires so it looks like just a laptop and a mic sitting there.
Good, yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that. And eventually there'll be 2 mics, hopefully.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time we'll have 2 mics, two angles of video.
Yep. We'll do the old double shot.
Mm.
And maybe some props. to
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, some stuff to talk
Some
about.
visual stimulation.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely have plenty of hobbies and plenty of things we've been into lately to talk about, and maybe it's something that you guys listening or you guys watching haven't heard about or are interested in and would like to hear more about. If you also have any topics you want us to talk about, we're more than
Yeah.
welcome to sit here and bullshit about it.
Have any questions about the Northeast country?
Yeah, we definitely want to hear
Please,
from
if you want to know what it's like to live in New York and not live in New York City,
Yeah.
because you're not from New York, and all
Yep.
the people that aren't from New York just think New York City is New York or Long Island.
Mhm.
That's not how New York is. New York is mostly wooded.
farmland. Yeah,
It's all
Woods and
farmland. Yeah, there's really not much city in New York.
No.
Albany, Buffalo, and
Rochester.
and New York City are
Yeah.
pretty much the only condensed concrete jungles.
Yep.
The rest of it's really open. All the Adirondacks, the Catskills, it's all mountain. You can't make cities there.
Yep.
It's frozen till August and it starts freezing again in September.
Pretty damn close to Canada.
Yeah.
Vermont border.
The old Canada.
Yep.
But yeah, it'd be cool to answer questions from other people.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have feedback on my videos.
I know, right?
Oh, we also both have other YouTube channels.
That's true.
Should probably mention those now that we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
No one's watching anymore.
Even though we're not live, I mean.
Yeah, I know. You viewers at home, you just sit tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. He just started. He only has 1 video so far, but it's just a video on him opening up coin rolls. So anybody's interested in collecting silver or coins, be worth checking out. He's probably gonna post more. I'm sure he'll be on it. And then I do car repair, camera stuff, and I'm a geekier type of mechanical video. But yeah, his name on YouTube is The Broke Hobbyist. I'll link it in the description. And then mine is. I don't even know what mine.
Freddy's Cars and Chaos.
Freddy's Cars and Chaos. That's right.
How can you forget that
I don't
one?
know how I forgot. I was gonna say E46 M3 guy because that's what it was.
Yeah.
But it's not that anymore. Yeah. So Freddy's Cars and Chaos, and I'll link that in the description as well. And you can check out those channels if you want. If you're not interested, then you can just stay on this one. That's totally fine either way.
Yeah, and I mean, mine's called The Broke Hobbyist because we just bought a house and I'm broke. But,
We can't stop the hobbies.
well, just because I'm broke, I mean, that's kind of, scaling back mine in silver investing. So the amount of videos really probably won't be.
It'll probably be mostly these. For
Yeah, we're going to focus on this. If people like it, we're going to focus on this more.
now. Yeah.
And if you want us to talk about something like we would talk about in our normal YouTube videos, we can definitely do that. Yeah. That's
Waking up the computer. She's getting
Yeah.
sleepy. Look at it.
holy fuck. It couldn't recognize me.
It
Oh,
doesn't
God.
know who you are. Oh, perfect. All right. Make sure this is still recording. That'd be a tragic. No, it's still good. We're good.
Perfect. Anything else you can think of? Let's talk about, man.
No, I think that'd probably cover it for today.
It's probably good for today.
Yeah, give me something to edit,
Okay.
and then go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll come up with one for the next one for you guys.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Subscribe if you like it. That's how you do it right there.